So Jen, we're up at Dealey Harley-Davidson Canada, and they've asked us to take a close look at this new street model, the Street. This is the 500. There's also a 750, and it's pretty cool because this is a motorcycle that was designed. When they started out designing this bike, they were thinking about the urban environment, right? So I started thinking, like, let's talk a little bit more about that environment. For instance, one of the great things about riding a motorcycle in the city is you can park them virtually anywhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty. I love riding the motorcycle specifically for that, because there's certain areas that are designated for motorcycle parking. You don't have to pay in certain areas as well. So it's a definite plus.
Right, but you still have to think about things like the security of your motorcycle.
Yeah, for sure.
Any tips about that?
Yeah, you know, I mean, obviously, if you're going to be staying in the city for overnight or something like that, you want to find a well-lit area. Because, I mean, I want to return to my motorcycle.
Right. What about locks, and there's all sorts of safety issues in terms of equipment you can buy for keeping your bike even more safe?
Yeah, there's aftermarket alarm systems, and I've certainly seen motorcycles locked up for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, so we know it's a great place and it's a great way to go in terms of getting into a city and riding through the city. One of the things that's really improved over the years is there are so many options now in terms of just tackling the city with luggage, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking with you before. I prefer having something like this, like a tank bag. I don't like carrying anything on me, so tank bags for me are great, and it's a great added accessory for the street. And I can store all my stuff in there, fold it up there, and have it in there.
Yeah, but I'm all about the backpack.
I know you are.
Right? I love this because I can stuff my laptop in here. I can even take a change of clothes if I do have a business meeting.
Yeah.
And I'm not affixing anything to the motorcycle. I'm always a last minute person. So, you know, the idea of actually getting something attached to the motorcycle, I just throw on my back and go.
Yeah.
And if I'm touring around a city, I can take everything with me as well.
Yeah, and for me, if I needed extra stuff too, there's attachments for the motorcycle as well. You could put a rack on the back, and if I needed extra stuff like that, I would probably bungee cord it or put some tie downs.
Now, I think when you're purchasing a motorcycle, you may want to consider something. If you're in an urban environment, you may want to consider something like the Street because you know it's going to live there. But some folks like to tour. I guess you can also consider convertible options, motorcycles that have things that come off and bolt on.
Yeah, the bags will come off, so it'll give you a narrower profile when you're in the city. But then you can put them back on for your touring, for sure. Yeah.
Right. So Harley-Davidson, and I think the industry in general, has made it really easy to ride in the city.
For sure.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jen.
Excellent.